making sure everybody has fun at holiday parties.
And News 8's Emily Kinzer is live at Easley Winery this morning. You're hearing advice on hosting at the holidays?
Yeah, guys, you know how stressful it can be hosting a party, making sure you get every detail right. Or perhaps you're going to be the guest yourself. This hour, we're going to chat about being the hostess. We're with Lenora this morning. You're the tasting room manager here at Easley Winery. This smells so great. Talk about what we have here in front of us.
Well, warm mulled wine is the perfect wine to serve at a holiday party. It's made with our sweet barrel red. We did staff research and tried several of our sweet wines, and this one we found just makes it perfect. As you can see here, we've added the wine. We also used our mulling spice pack, which consists of the cinnamon sticks, orange peel, allspice, and clove. And then we've added some orange slices here. And like you said, it smells wonderful. It's going to just greet your guest.
Yeah, and warm you up. I'm getting a little bit of a history lesson. So this, the warm mulled wine goes back to a centuries ago Nordic tradition where they would actually use the poker from the fire, put it in the wine, and warm it up. So it's really neat now with electricity. Much easier to do that. But talk about how that kind of cozy feeling will warm up the guests and kind of be that perfect holiday touch.
Yes, so one, it's going to make your house smell wonderful. When they come in, they're cold. You're going to serve it either in a mug or you can serve it in a wine glass. And we can do that right now if you would like.
Oh,
and that way you can get to try it.
Looks delicious. So any tips for anyone hosting for the first time?
Well, when you make this is so easy to do. Okay. You're going to put it in, and when you're hosting a party, you've got a lot of details. Yeah. This, pour it in, add the mulling spice, put the lid on it, and it's going to do all the work for you.
That last little touch. We love things that are foolproof. Next hour, we're going to be talking about a little bit more about hosting tips and also being a good guest. Champagne Jello shots, so I hear is coming up next hour.
It's only 7, it'll be 7:37 then. Last time we talked to Emily Kinzer, she had rather ambitious plans for her live report this hour.
Yes, Emily is live at Easley Winery this morning with advice on hosting the perfect holiday party. Good morning, Emily.
Yeah, guys, good morning. I told you about champagne jello shots. Well, we promised that we're showing it this hour, but in just a second. First, we're going to chat with Meredith Easley here. You're the owner here. For anyone hosting a party for the first time thinking, oh no, the alcohol, what do I do? You've got some tips for them.
Absolutely. The wine is the easy part. You just need to have dry wines for your guests like Chardonnay, Cab, then have something with a little bit of sweetness like Traminette or Sweet Barrel Red. And make sure you don't forget your sweet friends, so make sure you get some sweet wines too.
Yeah, a little bit of something for everyone, so when they come to the party, everybody's included.
Yes, yes. And then if you want to kick it up a notch, we kind of have some fun recipes here at Easley Winery where we invented something called the Reggae Jam.
We like to kick it up on Daybreak, so we're going to scoot down here so you can show it to us.
Sure, we have the Reggae Red, which we mix 3 to 1 with your favorite coconut rum, and then just garnish it with an orange slice. And it is a little bit stronger, so make sure you kind of scale it down just a little bit. But it's delicious and it's a fruity, great cocktail this time of year. And then something we just newly discovered. So this is new to the Reggae Easley collection. Yeah. We were kind of playing with the champagne and margarita.
Wow, we got some right here.
Oh yeah, and then coming in with the champagne jello shot. So this is a lot of fun. So you take our Indiana champagne and you mix it with ginger ale and gelatin, and then if you want to garnish it with some rosemary and orange, it's an absolute treat.
And then that's the way to really impress your guests. They show up and you say, hey, I have champagne jello shots. Whoa now, right?
Right. This, like I said, this was something new for us. And then you could, of course, always just have an Indiana champagne, and ours is made from Traminette.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know you said you don't like to necessarily go to the parties. You like to kick your feet up, or host the parties. You like to go to them, kick your feet up. She's going to tell us all how to be a good guest and how to get invited back. That's next hour.
It is 8:35. We're here for the holidays and talking parties all this morning. Been focusing so far on the host. Now we kind of look at the other side of it.
News 8's Emily Kinzer is live at Easley Winery. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. We have told you all about being a good host when it comes to wine, having a little bit of something for everybody, dry, sweet, the whole variety. We've showed you champagne jello shots last hour because we like to crank it up on Daybreak. Now we're talking about being a good guest. We're here with Meredith Easley this morning. You've got a whole slew of things here summarize how to be a good guest. It's kind of one sentence, right?
Yes, it's don't come empty-handed. I
Exactly.
think that's what we were talking about, is your hostess has gone to so much effort to make sure that you have a really great time, that it's nice if you just show some appreciation and gratitude and show up with something fun for him or her as your host.
A little goes a long way, so let's kind of talk about some ideas if someone's going to a party soon.
Sure, of course, our favorite's going to be grab a gift bag and a bottle of wine.
Of course.
You can't go wrong with that. And then you can pretty much run the range. If you decide that you want to make something that reflects some of your personality, you could take, a cork and make it decorative and kind of customize it with your own personality. Throw in a couple of tickets to an indie fuel game if you want to take it up a notch, and then maybe offer to take them to the game.
You'll for sure get invited back to their next party. But the thought goes a long way. So even if you are just strapped for cash, you can still do something, right?
You absolutely can. Anything DIY. Corks, our corks are customized, plus you saw the champagne cork a little bit earlier. There are a lot of things available online to customize it. I know I personally, though, I have an amazing sister-in-law who hosts us on Christmas Eve, and I show up with a case of wine for her and the family.
Oh, nice.
So if you have an easily to your party, we do not come empty-handed, that's for sure.
Right, but even just a simple thank you note can go a long way to say, hey, thanks for doing this. It's all about the holiday season giving back.
Absolutely. You've been invited into their home, and you want to make sure that you show that you want to be invited back.
Well said. Well, we appreciate you having us this morning and all the tips. We'll send it back to you guys at the studio.
Emily Kinzer, thank you.
Holiday season upon us, and many will host holiday parties or attend one. News 8's Emily Kinzer went to the Easley Winery this morning to get some tips and advice on hosting a successful holiday get-together.
Good morning. We're at Easley Winery. We've been talking all things holiday parties this morning. Being a good host, being a good guest. We've got Meredith Easley here with Easley Winery. What's the one takeaway people need to know if they're hosting for the first time and they need some tips?
Sure. When it comes to the wine, make sure that you have a dry wine, a semi-sweet wine, and then a sweet wine to appeal to all palates for your guests.
So everybody at the party is going to be happy.
Yes, something for everybody, dry to sweet.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you're the guest of the party, which I know you often like to be the guest of the party, don't we all, right, being treated? What's the takeaway there?
It's always important to make sure that you say thank you to your host or hostess, and the best way to do that is to show up with a nice gift, whether you've done something yourself, you've made a DIY, or you show up with a bottle of wine in a bag. Those are the really important things to remember, so that way you get invited back.
Yeah, absolutely. We all like to be invited back to the parties, and even a simple thank you card can go a long way. Now, today actually is a big day at Easley Winery. What's happening here today?
I mean, other than Emily being here, of course. Well, it's a milestone day for us because we are bottling our 250,000th gallon of wine, which is a milestone for our 44-year-old family winery. It's very significant, and we're very happy to be celebrating this day.
Very exciting. Well, we appreciate you having us out all morning long. For now, we're in Indianapolis. Emily Kinzer, Wish TV, News 8.
Emily, thank you very much. And if you're not a